So today I wanted to talk about The Brothers Karamazov, which I just finished reading. For those of you who don't know, it's a Russian philosophical novel by Fyodor Dostoevsky, who's considered one of the greatest Russian writers. So before I started reading the book, I had heard great things about it. It's apparently legendary and it's incredible. And I've heard people say that's better than Crime and Punishment, and obviously I've heard of Crime and Punishment. Surprisingly, I'd never heard of The Brothers Karamazov until immediately before I started reading it. I should have loved the book. It's theoretically perfect for me. It's character-driven, and there's a lot of philosophy in it, which I really enjoy. But towards the end, I got kind of tired of the novel. I think, well, for one, it was just very dragged on at some points. It was very dragged on at some point. For example, when Dmitri was chasing after the money, essentially. For me, that felt a little too long, a little too dragged on. I also wasn't a huge fan of the ending. I'm happy that the way it was written was that Dmitri did get punished, even though I don't believe he committed the murder. And actually, I predicted he wouldn't murder his father, because the thing about characters like Dmitri, who are very sensual, is they enjoy pain, right? His father causes him pain, but killing him would end that pain. But he doesn't even realize that he enjoys that pain. So killing his father would be contradictory to his sensual nature. I didn't find any of the characters particularly relatable, and none of them were too well written, in the sense that I didn't find them particularly innovative or any of those things. But what I did completely enjoy was the interplay between the different characters and the conversations they have. The arguments between Pyotr Alexandrovich Miusov and Fyodor Pavlovich. I love that. That reminds me so much of the times I talk to a particular person in my life. I have three favorite characters in the story. So there's Alyosha, of course. Alyosha is someone I want to be like in my life. Alyosha is confident in what he believes in. So there's this unshakable fulfillment he has in life. I just really, really respect that, and I hope to be like that one day. He might be the character I look up to most in any story ever. I also like Ivan. It's not like I like Ivan as a character too much, but what I really, really liked about Ivan was his arc. He's kind of like Rick from Rick and Morty, which is an unexpected comparison, because the stories are just completely different. But Ivan Karamazov's intelligence is what causes him pain. Most of the time when people are smart, it makes their lives easier, right? They can make more money. They're better at communicating with people. Just all around, it's a good skill to have. But these two characters are both so incredibly intelligent that it hurts them. Rick, for example, is so smart that he feels that nothing matters, so his journey is about trying to make him feel something. Ivan has the other problem. Ivan has everything mattering to him, but that goes against what he believes in. He doesn't believe anything should matter. He's an atheist, right? So in his case, he doesn't believe in morals. But when his brother is about to be sentenced for a crime he thinks he committed, he being Ivan, he hates himself because he feels the need, the moral imperative, to stop it, to rescue his brother and tell the truth. So I like that about Ivan. I also really like Lise. Lise just has a special place in my heart. Lise is just, she's very nice for most of the story. She's Lise is just one of those people who faces a lot of adversity but still stays strong. She's the type of friend I'd want in real life. And obviously, I really, really love her journey. How she's in the purest sense of the word, a child. She sees all the suffering going on around her, and it makes her suffer too. Not in the way that, okay, I love Alyosha, so seeing him suffer makes me hurt. No, it's just the environment makes her want to hurt. Like, it's a lot like when kids get their parent. It's a lot like when children have their parents divorce. The children a lot of times will not enjoy the things they should be enjoying, want to see pain around them, just to sort of equalize the pain that's in their lives. So especially at the moment when Lise crushes her finger, for me that was really powerful. I really was looking for a character-driven story, which it absolutely was. But it was a bit too convoluted for me. Sorry, that's not a good word. I should say it's a bit too expansive for me, where there were a lot of details I didn't believe were necessary. And the thing is, with books of this length, I don't want to read more than I have to. Like, you need to understand that I didn't know anything about Russian culture, especially 19th century Russian culture, before reading this. So I quite enjoyed how I learned a lot about the culture. Like, I still remember a lot of cool, interesting facts, like what are troikas or troikas? Overall, it was an incredibly powerful book that I don't think I'm ready to understand yet. Especially the ending didn't really make sense to me. Like, I understood it, but I didn't find it that meaningful. And to me, there's a clear distinction between the two. It is very well one of my favorite books of all time, and I made sure to read it especially slowly because I really wanted to just really absorb the book. So it took me months to finish this book with how slow I was reading. So it is one of my favorite books. It's just that it doesn't resonate with me. It's a fantastic book that I don't resonate with, which is incredibly weird because, like I said earlier, and I keep saying, it's incredibly character-driven, which I always enjoy. It's also philosophical, which I enjoy. It should be my perfect book, but it's not.